Andreas Karakas here from Innovation Networks. Welcome to Techs on Video Calls Having Coffee. I've got Mike Taggart joining me again from Lenovo for another session here. Welcome, Mike. How are you doing today?
Thanks, Andreas. I'm doing really well. Great to be here.
So anyways, today we wanted to get together and have another great conversation about another little tidbit on business and how technology relates to business. And today we wanted to talk about employee experience and how that associates to hardware and the trends that you're seeing in that. So we wanted to get your wealth of knowledge, Mike, and share that with us today.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot changing in the employee experience these days. This new need to work from home or work from wherever has really kind of accelerated the workplace transformation that we were seeing already starting as employees are, now trying to create their own home office spaces. And, statistics out there do say that having happy employees generate a much higher customer satisfaction experience, as high as 81% more. So it's really important to make sure that you're giving your staff the tools they need to do the job that they have to do. We actually know that investing in your employees generates up to 4 times more profit for your company. And 93% of the workers out there say that having up-to-date technology is a major factor for them today when they choose where to work. So, key for attracting and retaining top talent.
Wow. So that's a big deciding factor in where people are going to select to work, and also for business owners in retaining that profit and keeping themselves in business. So it's a big factors here, right? A lot on the
table.
Bet,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, potential new hires today, they're giving a lot more weight to the technology they get from their employer when they consider where they're going to work. And employees now realize that their productivity and their freedom are enhanced when they're given the right tools, which also is often a reflection of the support that they're going to get from their organization and the innovativeness of their employer as well. Unfortunately, only 56% of the employees out there say that they're being given the tools they need to do their jobs today. When they're working from home, and only 46% of those say they're nearly as effective as they were at the office. So there's still large gaps to fill when it comes to bringing technology up to date.
We still got a lot to do on that, eh? But people are trying real hard on this, though, right?
We are seeing businesses spending more per user on average today, for sure. Both because of these reasons and also because the expectations of the devices themselves seems to be growing. People are expecting more portability today, so often they want thinner, lighter technology, and they're also doing things like video conferencing and unified communication, which just have higher demand on the hardware they're using today. So, yeah, it really kind of conveys the thought that HR and IT departments have a growing priority to work together today, and making sure that their employees are getting the technology that they need, and also technology that meets the business expectations as well.
Yeah, and that's from the support side of the business. That's where we see the rubber hitting the road for us. Is getting the decision makers and the key managers to sit down and do that planning and run through those scenarios, and making sure that you're hitting the right people with the right solution, right? If you have a millennial and you send him home with a brick laptop with a 13-inch screen and you ask him to do a bunch of spreadsheet work, you're going to get a very dissatisfied employee very, very quickly. Not to mention, because he's already dealing with the fact that he's living in a 1-bedroom apartment, and him getting up for work in the morning is going to the end of his bed. And now you're making him work on a 13-inch laptop that's 12 years old. Again, maybe not 12 years old, but maybe 5 years old. And in today's speak, that's old, right?
Just good enough for them to work on their resume, I'm sure. Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. And then, or you get somebody who's a baby boomer who's never really had to use technology because they did a lot of their work in the office, so they were using it very, very little. And then now you're giving them an antiquated piece of hardware that doesn't do it efficiently, doesn't do it effectively. And now they're going home and they're trying to do all this new technical stuff, this new digital stuff, on a piece of hardware that isn't functioning properly. Now you're just adding to the frustration level for that person whose job complexity has already just changed, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, even the demands of software like Microsoft Office, has grown today, and just expects better hardware to get the job done. And not only is the tool itself important, but also the quality of the support that's provided to those tools to keep them working effectively is just as important for the business. And
Makes sense.
definitely.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense, Mike. Well, I thank you very much today for bringing this in. For us, it seems like something that is, you know, we see it as something that we see every day, but I think somebody sitting on the outside that doesn't do this every day like you do wouldn't have this information at their fingertips. So we really appreciate you bringing this to us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and always great to share what I know, and look forward to our next coffee break.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looking forward to it, man. Cheers. Talk to you soon.
Cheers. Thanks so much.